Hey guys, good morning. This is Monday. Well, y'all are gonna see this on a Tuesday, but hello. So, I already know the topic of this video is going to ruffle your little feathers. It's gonna bruise your fragile ego, but the truth will always set you free. Just real quick, we're doing gentle yoga today. No lift today. So let's head on over to the gym. Okay. Listen, I am not the friend that's gonna sit here. Sorry, let me adjust. It's like cold, but it's, I don't know. I am not the friend that's gonna listen to you complain about your life. I'm gonna repeat that. I am not the friend that's gonna sit here and listen to you complain about your life. I'm not that friend. I am the friend that's not gonna sit here and just let you vent without giving you a solution. I am a solution-based friend. I am the friend, you tell me what the problem is, I am gonna sit here and talk to you about solutions. But I'm not gonna sit here and coddle you and just let you be in this toxic ass woe is me energy. Absolutely not. No, I'm not her. And I used to try to be her because I realized a lot of people don't appreciate those type of friends, the friends that help you come up with solutions. And I used to just want to be liked so badly. But now I'm like, nah, fuck that, because that's not even my spirit. That's just not who I am. We're going to come up with solutions. We're going to come up with solutions to your problems. We're not just going to talk about the problem over and over again. There's no solution involved. Like, what kind of friend is that? That's not me. We're going to come up with a solution. I don't do complainers because I don't even tolerate myself complaining. So I'm damn sure not going to sit here and listen to you complain. No, I don't care what it is. We all go through stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. Life be life. And like the stress can be stressing, okay? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All of this is true. But if we just sit here and just sit around and have a pity party with ourselves all day, what is that really solving? How is that bettering you, except making you a better complainer? We're not going to sit in this car and just talk about, oh yeah, so-and-so did this, and then they did this to me, and then this happened, then I woke up, and then my foot was hurting, and now the doctor telling me I got to put it in a cast, and we're not doing that. Because my response is going to be like, okay, so what are we going to do about it? How are you still going to exercise even though you got a cast on your foot? How are we going to get that toxic ass boyfriend out your life? How are we going to bring in more money into your household because you broke right now? How are we going to bring in more money? What's the strategy? What's the play-by-play? Let's execute a plan. All right, did you know YouTube is paying this amount for 1,000 views? Let's start knocking out content. Let's design this digital product for you so you can start selling this. We're not going to sit here in complaints. And the problem is, a lot of people don't really want solutions to their problems. They're just looking for somebody that's going to sit there and listen to them. And that's not me. Like, that shit is draining. I am not that friend. When I meet people, we getting to know each other, whatever, we talking, hanging out, and I notice you complaining, and I'm, being a friend, even though we're really not friends, we're more like acquaintances, but I'm still gonna be myself. So I'm gonna give you solutions. You alluding to certain things, like, maybe you're not making the money you want to make. You're kind of saying it, so then I'm gonna say, okay, well, have you thought about starting a business online? Have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Like, that's just who I am naturally. And when I see that you're not really taking the information that I'm dropping, but you still steady talking about money being tight, it's not going to be a blow up or anything, because I don't even have the energy to blow up at people. But I'm just going to fall back, because that's showing me you're just looking for a friend who just is going to sit there and listen to your problems. And that's not me. I don't want to be in that energy. I don't want to be in a woe is me there's no way out of this situation I'm in type of energy. Like, that energy is toxic. Who want to listen to that? I know I don't. And I'm not even going to pretend to try. No. Just like if I'm having a problem, if I'm going through something, right? I have problems. Well, whoever I'm telling that my problem to, hopefully they are the type of friend that's going to help me come up with solutions. It works both ways. It works both ways. I'm not sitting here saying that there's not that you can't open up to people and tell people what you got going on. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, if I'm dropping solutions to your problem and you're not taking those solutions and running with it, and you keep coming back to the table with the same damn problems and no growth, you didn't say, oh, I checked out ChatGPT like you told me and it gave me this. You're not saying none of that, but you're still talking about money problems? Well, then I'm going to just let you struggle in peace. I'm out. I'm not that friend, and I'm not going to pretend to be either. That's draining. That's toxic. That shows you don't want any type of control over your life. That shows the mindset that you're living in. And if I already tried to drop gems and get you out of that mindset and seeing something different, and you don't want to see nothing different, you're more than welcome to be that way. You can stay that way. You can be exactly who you are. I'm not asking you to change a motherfucking thing. But do not think I'm going to sit around and continue to listen to it. Don't you dare think it. No. Mm-mm. Some people don't really want friends. They just want someone they can vent to. Some people just want people that they'll just listen to their problems and feed into their negativity. They want like trauma bonds. Is that not what it's called? Trauma bonds, where you share your trauma, I share mine. You share yours, I share mine. It's just a bond of trauma. And where does that go? Where does that go? If you going through a breakup, right, and you telling me it's hard, we done all been there. It's hard, you reminiscing, you just, you're just struggling emotionally. Maybe that person who you broke up with, maybe you was with them for a long time or whatever, right? And you just sharing, the journey of healing, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that, because you are sharing. You're also talking about the solution. Like, okay, I started journaling, I threw away their stuff, I blocked them from social. Like, that's solution based. That's a solution based conversation. You're sharing something that you're going through, but you're also talking about what you're doing to overcome it. That's solution based. That's a great conversation to have. But if the only conversation you're talking about is, yeah, I'm so sad and I've just been crying all day and I didn't even shower today, and I'm sitting here telling you, like, I know it's going to be hard, but you got to do something, like do your hair, go do something, and it's, ain't nothing changing, you're not even progressing, you just continuing to talk about how hurt you are, and there's no, okay, I went on a walk today, or I blocked them from social media. You ain't got no type of solution. No. That just show me where your headspace is. And your headspace is, you're not a fixer. You're just a complainer. That's what it's giving. It's giving, you just want sympathy. It's giving draining. Because I don't want to be around people who just want to be in their problems. And they not. So you just want to sit in your problems and then you expect me to just sit there with you? No, absolutely not. I don't even know how you call yourself a friend if you're not trying to help your friend get out of the problem that they're in. Like, I don't know what kind of friendships these people be on sometimes, but it's not making sense. I feel like a friend is someone who's supposed to, support you and be there for you. But to me, being there for you is also helping you come up with solutions to the problem. If you have low confidence, well, the solution is I'm reminding you of how amazing you are, and what can we do to get you out of those insecurities? How about you start working on that weight loss journey you said you wanted to start? How about we start working on that? What are you doing for that? Did you cut down on your soda this week? Are you going on your walks this week? Are you going to counseling this week? But people, I'll never forget. There was this one girl I thought was my friend, right? I thought we was friends. I was younger back then, so I didn't know no better. But anyway, she was in like we're just gonna call it a toxic relationship. I'm not gonna say it was physical abuse. I don't really know what the hell was going on. But we will just call it toxic for the sake of better words. She was in a toxic relationship. And so it was 3 of us. It was me, her, and this one other person. We was like a little trio. And so she didn't originally tell me about the problems that she was having in her relationship. It only accidentally came out in conversation when all 3 of us were together because the other person knew about it. And I wasn't tripping. Like, you don't have to tell me everything. It's fine. Like, I really didn't care. But that's when it came out. We was all sitting at lunch and it just came out. Like, he brought it up. And so he was just asking, like, how did it go? Like, what happened? Just getting an update on it. And so I'm sitting at the table confused because I'm like, I don't know what's, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. And so I was like, wait, what? Like, he was telling, like, so did so-and-so. Like, he was just basically recapping the situation because she told him everything. And so as he was doing the recap, apparently the boyfriend was drunk and was cursing her out and calling her names, and he broke something in her house. And so I'm just sitting there like baffled, like, whoa, like, this is not something we just breeze right on through and you will act like you ain't just say what you said. It just sounded very traumatic. And so I was like, I looked at the girl and I'm like, what? Like, I'm just in disbelief right now. Like, all this happened yesterday? Like, what? And she was like, yeah, see, I didn't tell you because I just wanted to vent. I wasn't really looking for a solution. In other words, she already knows I'm the type of friend, like, we're coming up with solutions. And the solution to that problem is let that motherfucker go. That is not your bae. That is not your love. That is a demon. Okay? But that's why she didn't tell me. And I just said, oh, okay. Like, again, you don't have to tell me anything you don't want to tell me. I'm not the friend that's going to force myself upon you. You are free to tell your problems to whoever you want to tell them to. But it just shows you the mind space of certain people. She literally said she didn't want to tell me because she just wanted to vent. She wasn't really looking for a solution. Well, then I'm glad that you didn't tell me because I'm a solution-based person. And then sometimes when we would have conversations, if it was just me and her, she would literally start off the conversation by saying, so I'm going to tell you something, but I just want to vent. And I'd be like, okay, because I wasn't self-assured, so I was still trying to be someone I'm not, and I was trying to be a venting buddy, even though that doesn't even align with my personality, but okay. But like, just listening to her problems and then just thinking to myself, like, dang, like, so she just wants me to sit here and listen? Like, she just wants to stay in this negative space? She doesn't want to overcome it? Like, she just wants to sit here in her misery? Like, it was just the most confusing thing for me. Needless to say, we're not friends. That wasn't even really a friendship. It was a lot of back and forth. Now, come to find out, she was jealous. She used to try to compete with me. I didn't know all this back then. Again, this was when I was younger, so I didn't know what I know today. But there are people like that. There are people like that where they don't want a solution. They just want to vent. And I thought, why we can't vent and come up with a solution at the same time? Why can't both things be true? Why can't you want to vent and have a solution? Why you just want to vent and you just want me to say, okay? That doesn't even sound organic. Like, that just sounds like some fakery. Like, I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Am I tripping? I mean, you can tell me if I'm tripping, but it's still not going to change who I am because I'm still going to continue to be the friend that gives you the solution. But you are more than welcome to leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I just pulled up to the gym. I'm about to go hit this gentle yoga. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.